The 1990s. Independence had just begun and the country was finding its way. It was a tough time, but also a time of possibility. Murat Jakibayev came of age in that era, learning to adapt, taking risks, and slowly building a business that grew with the nation. But Murat stayed true to a piece of advice from his father. Entrepreneurship shouldn't be limited to trade. True progress lies in production. Taking that to heart, he moved beyond simple commerce into manufacturing, establishing one of the region's landmark enterprises. By the early 2000s, his path led to the oil industry, where he spent 18 years honing his expertise. With capital secured, he set out to expand. His focus turned to a new frontier: agriculture. Murat Jakibayev, now at the helm of several enterprises, chose this path with intention, not by chance.
Я закончил сельхозинститут, поработал и на...
I graduated from the Agricultural Institute. Back then, the machinery, the combines and tractors was always familiar to me. It was familiar work, but the industry was struggling. We began by taking over one farm, then another that had gone bankrupt, and slowly brought them back to life. We started with just a few thousand hectares. Today we're rotating 45,000. I believe it's now one of the largest operations in the region. As we grew, the next challenge was logistics. Questions were clear: where do we store it and how do we reach the markets? That meant elevators, rail lines, infrastructure. Then, almost by chance, if you believe in coincidences, I saw a scrolling ad on television: grain processing plant for sale. It was close to the city, right where we are standing today. And I set myself a goal. If we're going to do this, we're going to be the best. I brought in specialists and consultants. They told me the world's leading milling equipment came from Böhler, a Swiss-German company. I met their representatives, traveled to Germany and Switzerland, signed the contract. In 2009, we opened. By 2010, we were running at full capacity.
В 2010 году мы запустили, уже вышли на полную проектную мощность. Открытие было в 2009 году.
Today, the company's reach extends far beyond West Kazakhstan, delivering premium flour across the republic. Located near the village of Beles, the enterprise was officially named after its home community. It isn't just a production site, it's a vital part of the local economy.
Біздің мекемеде Белес ауылынан 85 адам жұмыс істейді.
At our enterprise, 85 employees come from the village of Beles. In total, we currently employ 140 people. 90% of our workforce is local. In the past, these people had to leave for the city or work long shifts away from their families. Now they work here at home. We operate in 3 shifts with an average monthly salary of 300,000 tenge.
Диірмен 3 сменде жұмыс істейді.
The enterprise, opened in 2009 and reorganized in 2015, now enters a new stage of growth. Today, the company has launched new production lines, expanded its capacity, and strengthened its team.
Программы были запущены прямо от...
Government programs launched back in 2009-2010 like Damu and Kendala. We actively use them. Thanks to this support, we were able to revive bankrupt enterprises, restore them, and launch them again. This includes the oil plant and the pasta line as well.
В том числе и маслозавод, в том числе и макаронную линию. В 2015 году
In 2015, after launching the enterprise, we carried out a full modernization. We installed new equipment. Today we're opening pasta lines and expanding into baked goods. Our plans go further. We aim to produce gluten-free products and cereals. In Kazakhstan, such goods are rare, mostly imported. Within 2 years, we intend to change that.
Вот такой у нас план. Где-то в течение 2 лет мы планируем реализовать.
Many employees have been here since the enterprise first opened. They witnessed every stage of its growth with their own eyes. Today, 850 people work at the plant. Among them are second-generation employees following in the footsteps of their parents. This is how true labor dynasties are born. In recent years, most specialists have come from the Regional Agrarian Technical University named after Jahangir Khan, as well as the West Kazakhstan Engineering and Technology University. With these institutions, the enterprise has built strong partnerships.
В данный момент мы находимся в хлебном зале.
Right now we are in the bread hall of our production. 31 people work here, and every day we produce 3,500 units of bread and baked goods. We also make puff pastries, dough and semi-finished products. In total, our monthly output reaches no less than 20 million тенге.
Где-то в общем за месяц производится продукции на сумму не менее 20 миллионов тенге.
We began this line because we are flour producers. We wanted to understand how our flour performs in deeper processing. Here we can test everything, its baking qualities and its confectionery properties. Alongside this, we have a pasta workshop producing 1,000 kilograms per hour.
Все видим в этом цехе, то есть все его хлебопекарные свойства, все его кондитерские свойства. Также здесь имеется макаронный цех производительностью 1000 килограмм в час.
But we are not stopping there. We are expanding. A new pasta factory is under construction that will increase our output fourfold. That means 4,000 kilograms of pasta every single hour.
4 раза. Это практически будет 2000 килограмм в час длина резаных макаронных изделий и краткорезные макароны.
What does this bring? New jobs, deeper processing. Given the current flour market, we had to move in this direction toward greater value and deeper transformation.
Новые рабочие места. Это даст более глубокую переработку нашей продукции. Вот я сама, например, допустим,
I've trained in Germany, France and Almaty to maintain the standards we have today. We regularly invite technologies from across Kazakhstan and abroad. Just last December, specialists from France visited to consult on our pastry lines. They train us, they guide us, and that is a standard we maintain across the entire enterprise.
То есть они нас обучают, объясняют, разъясняют. То есть вот в таком плане происходит работа на предприятии.
Production here is monitored at every stage. After each machine, starch levels are checked. This measure is critical. Starch directly affects product quality. To ensure precision, in 2016, the company invested in advanced rheological instruments. Today, the enterprise is fully equipped. With devices such as ASDImatic, the Alveograph, and Mixolab, this world-class laboratory, the team can measure and master every physical property of the flour.
Мы находимся в рheологической лаборатории. Эта лаборатория была...
We are now in the rheology laboratory. The enterprise acquired this facility in 2016. Why was it needed? To understand the deeper rheological properties of our flour.
Показатели муки. С помощью этой лаборатории у нас идет...
With this lab, we fine-tune bread production. We adjust processes for confectionery. We calibrate flour for special applications. We take the product, study it, and work together with the client. We identify which indicators matter to them. Then we refine the flour to meet those standards.
Совместно с клиентом, какие показатели их устраивают, и потом начинаем работать над этими показателями.
The company is expanding pasta production and widening its range. By year's end, output will grow from 600 tons to 2,400 tons. That means nearly 30 varieties of pasta. The products are in demand across Russia, in Moscow, Samara, St. Petersburg, Ulyanovsk, Saratov, and Orenburg region. Within Kazakhstan, they reach major retail chains in Aktau, Aktobe, Astana, Almaty, Kyzyl-Orda, and the northern regions. Yet the strongest demand remains in West Kazakhstan and several Russian cities.
Мы всегда держали нашу
We have always aimed to keep our products at premium quality, but at an affordable price. This approach has been well received in export markets. For us, the focus is Central Asia, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, and Afghanistan. Today, we concentrate on two directions, Turkmenistan and Afghanistan.
Сейчас мы остановились на двух направлениях.
Regarding our European direction, it's primarily exports to Russia, Moscow, St. Petersburg, and Kaliningrad. Even though Russia has plenty of its own production, there is a steady demand for our goods. Consumers know that Kazakhstan's products stand for sustainability, natural purity, and high quality.
Самое хорошее, экологически натуральное качество.
In 2016, another enterprise joined Marat Jakibayev's holding, struggling sunflower oil plant on the verge of closure. It took the management 5 years to fully restore the entire production process. The results are clear. Today, the plant's capacity has grown nearly 5-fold. When we first took over, daily production was only 15 to 20 tons of oil. Today, we've scaled that up to 100 tons of refined, ready-to-market sunflower oil every single day. Just recently, we signed new distribution deals across different regions here at home, and the Afghan market is picking up fast, along with other Central Asian republics. According to our partners, the ones who buy and consume this oil, they say it ranks among the very best in quality.
We conduct a full cycle of laboratory research, calculating the oil content in seeds, measure acidity, and check for impurities. From the pressing workshop to the final refining stages, we conduct rigorous analysis. During pressing, we also obtain valuable byproducts like oil cake and meal, which are essential for animal feed. Our plant produces both refined and unrefined oils, but we've also expanded into specialty products, infusing natural flavors like red pepper, nutmeg, basil, and garlic.
The oil plant produces 15 to 20,000 tons of product annually. Sunflower is the company's priority crop, yielding about 10,000 tons each year. Other crops include safflower, flax, corn, and soy.
Есть планы в дальнейшее развитие, и сейчас вот направление мы держим.
Our next step is livestock development. Currently, we're managing a breeding stock of about 400 Kazakh white-headed cattle. We plan to expand, increase the herd, and enlarge the feeding grounds.
Там у нас планируем дальше развивать, доводить, увеличивать поголовье. We
also have plans for a poultry farm. Right now, we are also running the numbers on a new poultry division. Any livestock project begins with feed. The feed base is the foundation. We are evaluating all resources. We are completing our resource assessments this year, and by next year, we expect to hit the ground running.
И думаю, что в этом году у нас будет оценка, и в следующем году мы начнем реализацию этих проектов.
At this enterprise, every worker's contribution is valued. Beyond providing social support, the management takes a genuine interest in the lives of their staff. Fostering a strong team culture through internal events makes the work more effective, one of the company's core principles.
Коллектив у нас.
Our team is large, 850 people, and we value every one of them. Today, staffing is a challenge. Finding ready-made specialists is a challenge, so we train them ourselves.
Конечно, есть и проблемы, но для меня
Of course, there are always difficulties, but my top priority has always been to pay salaries on time.
сколько я уже времени руковожу.
In 26 years of leading teams, we have never delayed a paycheck, salaries by a single day.
Установка для своих
I've always told my colleagues, we must never owe our workers.
Люди за ними стоят.
Behind every worker is a family that depends on us. They should not suffer because of financial crises or setbacks. If needed, we take loans, but we always pay on time.
Да, вовремя выплачиваем зарплату. Потому что
Thanks to this collective effort, we produce quality goods. Building a business isn't the hardest part. The real work is sustaining it and caring for it over the long haul.
эксплуатировать в дальнейшем за ним, следить — это большая работа.
Today, Murad Jakibayev serves as chairman of the Regional Council for West Kazakhstan with the National Chamber of Entrepreneurs Atameken. He emphasizes that the Chamber's mission is to protect business and support entrepreneurs. Special attention is given to the young, helping them, guiding them, and turning their initiatives into reality.
Наша
Our main mission is to protect business and support entrepreneurs. Personally, I always try to beg the younger generation. Many people come to me for advice, and whenever it's within my power, I make sure to help. For an entrepreneur, true value lies not only in material gain but in spiritual legacy. That is why Murad Jakibayev devotes special attention to preserving the memory of the older generation's heroism. Guided by a deep reverence for history, he has produced a series of documentaries dedicated to the nation's veterans. For him, remembrance is not enough. It must be passed on from generation to generation. And the development of entrepreneurship, the contribution to the nation's economy, this is his conscious, purposeful mission.
Так как отец мой человек творческий,
My father was a writer who worked in television. From him, I inherited inspiration, that creative spark.
почувствовал от него. Когда я пришел на предприятие, мы каждый год праздновали наших ветеранов.
When I joined the enterprise, we celebrated with our veterans every year, but each year I saw fewer of them. At one meeting, I began filming. That was the start of a cycle of documentary films about our veterans. We even sent them to a national competition in Almaty where we won second place.
Республиканский конкурс был, заняли там второе место. И познакомился с человеком, который занял третье место.
There, I met Kanabi Akhmetov, who won the third place, and he told me, "Your films about West Kazakhstan are wonderful, but one is missing. Huyaz Dospanova." I asked, "Is she alive?" He said yes. I rushed to her. She was principled, difficult to reach. At last, I showed my passport through the door when her son came in that moment.
Кое-как я
She let me in. We spoke and we created a film.
через дверь, и то ее сын пришел. Вот, она меня впустила, мы с ней поговорили, и мы создали фильм.
In 2006, we produced the only documentary about the legendary Huyaz Dospanova made during her lifetime. The most important lesson I've ever learned came from my father. He told me, "You can never truly be rich if the people around you are poor." And it became my guiding principle. That is the motto of my life.
Вот это для меня очень, наверное, главный девиз.
Murad Jakibayev not only embraced his father's advice, he made it the guiding principle of his life. Thanks to that, today he is developing several enterprises that play a vital role in securing the region's food supply. By introducing modern technologies, production capacity continues to grow. The company's products are in demand not only at home but abroad as well. In this way, the entrepreneur makes a significant contribution to the region's economic development. With every new project and every job created, his enterprise has become one of the key drivers of the area's industrial potential.